When Venice entices us with its charm as a captivating and romantic water city, we will discover a different story in Makoko. At the edge of the African continent lies a settlement dubbed the Venice of Africa, Makoko. However, do not expect to find beautiful and poetic panoramas here. The scenery that stretches along the shores of the Atlantic Ocean is truly grim and filled with desolation. The color of the water in the Makoko Lagoon is heartbreaking, dark, murky, and mossy, reflecting a deep sense of sorrow. The pungent smell fills the air, as if emanating from the depths of the ocean, unsettling our senses. Around the floating settlement, wooden shacks burden the waters, with scattered kitchen waste tarnishing the beauty of nature. The environmental conditions are truly saddening. In their diversity, the only common thread between Makoko and Venice is their relationship with the element of water. However, amidst the distressing scenery and heart-wrenching conditions, there are hidden miracles. The miracles of resilience and vibrant life amidst a sea of suffering. Makoko is an informal fishing settlement that lacks official census records. Therefore, there is no definite record of the population in this area. However, preliminary estimates suggest that Makoko is inhabited by approximately 150,000 to 250,000 people. The settlement only has access to one English-speaking primary school located in the middle of the area. Born in the 18th century, Makoko was initially a small and tranquil fishing village. However, with a touch of miracles, it grew rapidly and established a grand historical footprint. The settlement became a home for hundreds of thousands of migrant workers from West African countries, sailing into the waters of Nigeria to discover their destinies. Most of them rely on their fishing skills, navigating the currents of unpredictable life. Water is an inseparable part of the community's life in Makoko. Therefore, all buildings in this area rely on stilt houses constructed from wood driven deep into the waterbed. Typically, houses in Makoko accommodate around 6 to 10 individuals. Each house in this area has a boat that serves as a means of transportation around the settlement. Wooden boats are the sole tools used to reach every corner of this floating community. Moreover, these simple boats are also used for fishing and as places of commerce. The lives of Makoko residents are closely intertwined with water, to the extent that children in the area start learning to paddle wooden boats at the age of 5. This is because paddling is a vital skill necessary for survival in this impoverished area. For decades, Makoko lacked adequate basic infrastructure, making it considered the world's dirtiest floating village and not classified as a habitable settlement. The settlement even lacked access to basic facilities, such as clean drinking water and electricity. The absence of a proper waste disposal system has forced most residents of Makoko to dispose of waste directly into the surrounding waters. This has resulted in severe water pollution and had a detrimental impact on the health of the local population. Furthermore, the village of Makoko also has limited access to clean water and proper sanitation. Most residents rely on polluted river water for their daily needs, including drinking, bathing, and laundry. The lack of access to adequate sanitation also increases the risk of diseases and infections in the village. communal use of latrines by multiple households, coupled with the direct discharge of wastewater into the surrounding waters, has rendered the water in the area unable to support marine life. Furthermore, the only way to obtain clean drinking water is by purchasing it from vendors who obtain it from boreholes. Meanwhile, the local government intentionally withholds free access to water from the residents of Makoko due to the illegal status of the settlement, as the government does not want them to continue residing in the area. Despite being considered an undesirable slum, slum tourism has become a primary activity in Makoko. Many tourists visit Makoko and are captivated by its unique nature and conditions. One of the most captivating attractions in Makoko is the floating school designed by an architectural team. The school is constructed from plastic drums transformed into classrooms and playgrounds. The structure of the school building consists of 3 floors and has a triangular prism shape that can float on water. The foundation of the building is made of 256 plastic drums. This floating construction utilizes local wood and is equipped with solar panels for electricity. The school can accommodate 100 students. The primary goal of constructing this floating school is to provide opportunities for children in Makoko who lack access to education due to poverty and geographical limitations. Although Makoko receives many visitors, not all residents of Makoko welcome them warmly. Sometimes, behind the hospitality of the Makoko people, there is fear and caution, and they see tourists as government spies. They also sometimes feel uncomfortable with photography because they are afraid their photos will be sold for someone else's profit. In July 2012, the Nigerian government carried out demolitions in Makoko, mainly targeting illegally built houses and settlements. The practice of demolitions was carried out in the name of cleanliness, health, and environmental pollution. However, the scent of economic capital is detected in these demolition practices. The residents believe that the government did it because they planned to sell parts of the Makoko area to property developers and investors for a huge profit, potentially causing further environmental damage. The residents did not remain silent, and the media also accompanied and participated in protests against the arbitrary actions of the Nigerian government. The residents believe that Makoko is their only culture and it should be preserved by the government. The government's treatment of the residents of Makoko is an addition to their list of failures in building the city of Lagos. The government has long aspired to make Lagos a magnificent megacity built on the waterfront, with tall buildings and prosperous and well-organized waterfront life. However, the reality is that life in the Makoko waterfront is squalid, highly polluted, and with a highly chaotic traffic system